As a cleaning expert, I'm under a little bit of pressure. You see, anytime someone comes to my house, they obviously expect that it's going to be perfectly clean. That puts me under a lot of pressure. I mean, people think when I go to their house that they have to clean up. No. When they come to my house, I feel the pressure. What you see here is what we call shoot day clean. I mean, today is Tuesday. We shoot every Tuesday. A lot of work goes into getting our house, or areas that we're shooting in, looking great, but then the rest of the house looks pretty average. If you were to just knock on my door and come on in, you might raise an eyebrow. So in this video, I'm gonna open Pandora's box. I'm gonna show you 7 of these quite dirty areas in my home. I think they're probably more like 77, but I'm just gonna keep it to 7 and we're gonna talk about how to clean them. I might even clean them today. This is a good time to tell you that because it's the summer, our annual summer sale over at makersclean.com is happening now. Our entire website is up to 50% off. There are no coupon codes needed. I've got a link for you down below, but you can also go to makersclean.com. On the website, products you will see on there discounted include the famous Maker's Mop. Chad's just gonna hand me a bunch of stuff. Our general purpose microfiber cloths and kits that contain these and a variety of our other cloths. Our Maker's Minis, little guys. Our optical cloths, thanks for the jazz hands. What else do we have here? Oh, we have our bath towels. If you haven't tried these yet, you're crazy. Our waffle weave towels, also you're crazy if you haven't tried them. And the thing I fought my team for, hand and foot, I was gonna say, tooth and nail, I don't know, whatever the saying is. I fought my team for these. These are our luxury face towels. I love them, and because there are 2 men on my team, they were exactly on board, but oh my gosh, everybody who's used these absolutely loves them. Okay, I could talk about our products all day. The point is, they're up to 50% off on our website, so go check out that summer sale and hook yourself up. Our sliding track doors are an embarrassment. We get a lot of people coming over in the summer and I just hope they don't look down. The truth is, it's like the last thing on my mind when it comes to cleaning, and they're pretty easy to take care of. I just don't put effort into them. So the first thing you would want to do is get a vacuum with a brush attachment. The reason you want a brush attachment is because the bristles can like nicely sweep up the schmutz into the vacuum. And if anything is stuck, you can use a little cleaning toothbrush or a nylon bristle head brush dipped in a little bit of soapy water to scrub and clean. Then you can blot it dry with a cloth and they will look better. Surely one of the first things you'll see when you come into my home is the front hall closet, which is never organized or neat looking. This is literally what it looks like as is, and would you have a look at how we organize our shoes? This is pathetic, and not only does it look terrible, it stinks. Now, we did recently do a video called Ways to Make Your Home Smell Great, where I did add a deodorizing bowl of baking soda, and it has made a difference. The whole reason why I found this problematic is because I actually close myself in the closet when I'm recording voiceovers for TikTok. And it's hard to focus when it's smelly and disorganized and you're like tripping over shoes. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna pull everything out from the bottom, vacuum, reorganize the carpet tiles because that does protect the floor from scratching and any debris. And then I'm going to organize the shoes and put any of the shoes we're not currently wearing in the season in the basement where they belong. I will also put some of my high heels or less worn shoes in my own closet where I can kind of pull them out as needed. But generally speaking, this is where our sneakers and sandals and kind of everyday shoes should exist. My mom and sister came over for dinner a few weeks ago and opened my fridge to put some items in, and they both commented on how disgusting my fridge was. It is a downright embarrassment. I don't even care. I haven't had time to clean it. I'll show you the inside. It looks disgusting. I mean, I was gonna tell you the crisper drawers are the worst part of my fridge. I'm looking at these bins. Hideous. Where did this come from? I mean, the truth is I just haven't made the time to clean the fridge or change out the 14 bottles of mustard that we have in there. But if I were to, I'd remove everything, clean the bins with soapy water. Same thing goes for the crisper drawers, and then put everything back. If you are curious about how to clean a fridge, I'm gonna put an entire video down below that you can check out. Have you heard of the sandwich test? You probably haven't because I made it up. The sandwich test is essentially this. Would you eat a sandwich with unwashed hands after touching something in your home, like a light switch? If the answer is no, it's because you know that thing is dirty and you don't want to get sick. Ergo, you should be cleaning the thing that you wouldn't eat a sandwich after touching or before touching. I'm confusing myself now. Anyway, my point is my points of contact are questionable because myself, Riley, and Chad have all just gotten over a cold. So ideally, these should all be clean. Now, how would I clean them? I would make sure that I'm using a disinfectant. You want to make sure that you're following the directions of the disinfectant so that it's actually doing its job and you're not just wiping it on and wiping it off. Points of contact include anything that you touch on a frequent basis, probably without washing your hands prior to touching them. Unless you live in a ding-dong free zone, you are probably someone who understands the splash zone of a toilet. That is any area that surrounds the toilet, whether it's the wall, the baseboards, the wall behind the toilet, the base of the toilet, and the area where the toilet meets the ground. That is where splashing and dripping occurs. It can look unappealing, but it can also get smelly because over time, old urine starts to smell. The way that you would deal with this is by using an enzyme-based cleaner. And the reason I like enzyme-based cleaners is because they eat away at the odors. Not only do they clean the surface, but they also get rid of those odors, which is really important when it comes to the splash zone. Now, whether or not this is in a child's bedroom, a mattress is one of the dirtiest places in your home. Why is that? Because you sweat into your mattress takes in that sweat, and really it doesn't have a way to expel that sweat. So it just kind of absorbs it over time. And it does the same with dust. Now, what does dust do? It provides food for dust mites. Dust mites might not sound like a problem, but dust mite feces are what so many of us are allergic to. So if you don't want dust mites who create dust mite feces, you need to get rid of the dust so that the dust mites don't have anything to feed on. Now, further to that point, you can actually vacuum your mattress a few times a year, especially around the time when dust mite season begins. And what that does is it slowly eats away at the dust mite population so that they can't regenerate. It's kind of a brilliant way to attack the problem. So if we have a look at a mattress, and if you haven't vacuumed yours in a while, I don't care how many layers of protection you have, and you can see I have 4. I've got Riley's blanket, by the way, she sleeps on top of her comforter every night, so literally I have 4 layers of protection. She's got her top sheet, she's got her fitted sheet, and then she's got her mattress protector. Now under this, we have her lovely, beautiful mattress, and even though it looks clean, dust for sure has penetrated. So it is important not only to air out your mattress on a regular basis, but also to give it a vacuum. And one thing I'll say about giving it a vacuum, use a clean vacuum brush. Oh my gosh, don't use a dirty one. Make sure that you take a few minutes, clean that brush ahead of time, or plan for it in advance, clean the brush roll, and then you can get to it, because the last thing you want to do is deposit something that shouldn't be on your mattress. You catch my drift? You usually see my kitchen from this angle and it looks immaculate. But if you slightly look this way, you'll see, oh, that's where all this stuff goes. Oh, that's where it is. And this brings us right to my garbage can, which is a smell for sore noses, if you can understand that analogy. We have pretty clear rules about what goes in the garbage. No food, that has to go in the compost, because anytime something food-like ends up in the garbage, it stinks. Not only does it stink up the garbage bag, it stinks up the garbage can. And over time, there can be drips, there can be spills, there can be little things. I also find the area mine looks actually pretty clean right now. Probably we just cleaned it for a video. Oh no, well, I think that's rust. But anyway, a lot builds up over here and at the bottom of the garbage can. So if this area is smelly and offensive, you might want to consider giving it a clean with a scrub of borax and water or baking soda and water. These are both deodorizers. So if you give your garbage cans or recycling bins or compost bins a clean with that, it will help to remove odors and also to whiten and brighten. This animal was screaming, so obviously she needed to be in the spotlight. Hello, Molly. And that brings me to this week's comment question, which is, what is the area in your home that you just can't bring yourself to clean? I mean, I showed you 7. A couple of them we've recently gotten to. honestly, because they were probably in videos. But if they weren't, I definitely wouldn't have found the motivation to do the cleaning. I mean, I know it has to be done, but it's just, I could find a million other things to do before getting up the motivation to clean those areas. So let me know in the comments what that area / those areas are for you in your home. Just a reminder that the summer sale is on, so make sure that you check out makersclean.com and get your hands on some of those great microfiber cleaning tools. If you want to learn how to clean your fridge, I talked about this earlier, you can check out this video right over here. And of course, 2 ways that you can support the Clean My Space channel, aside from complimenting Molly in the comments, is by subscribing to the channel and of course by visiting makersclean.com. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.